So, tabletop in Arsenal, 3. West Ham United, 1. Big up to everybody who watched the watch along. Thank you very much. The Star of Bethlehem. I didn't put the lights on. But we are going to pour a rum and coke. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year. Arsenal have started the festive season exactly where they left off before the World Cup. Premier League football is back, baby. Big up to all the real ones. Big up to every single person that got involved in that watch along. That watch along was lit. We'll do it again on New Year's Eve. I'll probably be as wavy on New Year's Eve, if not more wavy on New Year's Eve than I am now. I'm a little bit tipsy, I can't lie. But it's Christmas, so we just get sloshed. From the 1st of January, when I wake up, I'm not drinking beer for 6 months. I'm not drinking any alcohol for 6 months. So make the most of it, Gunnar. Cheers. Salute. Salute. The fire's still burning. Can't really see it, but it is burning. But Santa Claus Arsenal, very nearly in that first half, was Santa Claus Arsenal. Started the game great. Fantastic first 20 minutes. Odegaard saucing out. Martinelli saucing out. We were playing great football. Didn't get the goal. Next thing, William Saliba. It's the season to be jolly. It is the season of goodwill. And you know what? I'll give you a penalty, mate. Yeah, and it was a penalty. Soft as it was a penalty. It was a penalty. And they go 1-0 up. Straight down the middle. Ever in doubt, Harry Kane. That's how you take a penalty. But we then got a penalty, which was then VAR. Oh my God, VAR's against us. Oh, they hate us. Even if it's Christmas, they don't want us to win the league. VAR decided to get involved, and the penalty was overturned. I've still not seen a conclusive replay to suggest it was actually handball. Yeah, because the angles that I've seen, maybe it was just me. I weren't watching on Amazon Prime, but maybe it was just me. But I've not seen a replay that says, yes, 100% nailed on handball. So maybe it weren't. But we go in trailing 1-0 at half time. Arsene Wenger was in the crowd. First time he's turned up to the Emirates since he got sacked. Still cuts me deep when I see that guy. He angers me. Yeah, I don't want to see his face. I don't want to see replays of his celebration after I've seen the celebration. But that's just me. It's the season of goodwill. So we'll let him be. We'll let him be. We got the Hollandessa as well. Let's just get hammered. It is what it is. Arsenal won. Let's get larried up. Cheers, guys. This is like the drunk Alexis. No, I'm not that drunk. But we did win the game. Second half, we came out, and I thought we were superb. Like, real talk. We were superb. We were superb. Yeah, big up. Hey, look at my mate. What are you saying? What are you saying? Yeah, so we came out second half, and masterclass in pressing, masterclass in work rate, masterclass in taking opportunities when they arise, masterclass in actually closing down your opponent and getting stuck in. So whatever Arteta said to them at half-time clearly worked, and I thought we were superb. I actually thought we were superb for about 70 minutes out of 90. The 25 minutes that we weren't was after they scored the penalty, and I thought we were hiding, we were shook, we were a little bit jaded, a little bit going into our shell and that. But the second half, that was the most flawless second half of football I've seen from Arsenal this season. We played some good second halves, we played some good first halves, but that 45 minutes of football, for me, ranks up there with one of the best 45 minutes I've ever watched. Martinelli scored a cold goal. Saka scored a great goal. Odegaard shooting. It was a shot. He gets an assist for that, by the way. So all you statisticians and pie chart merchants and compass merchants with your spreadsheets out, he does get an assist for that. But I thought he was man of the match today, Odegaard. I thought he was absolutely superb. He's setting the tempo. He looked hungry. And this is what I said in my preview. The players that have not played football for 6 weeks are going to be vital and going to be key to how we progress in the next 6, 7, 8 games. Because it's great going to the World Cup. It's great playing for your country. It's great having the consistency of games. But the ones that have not had the games, they're the ones that are vital. Yeah, people will come in the comments on that. Oh, you ain't got a clue. Your ball knowledge is dead. Really? Well, Benjamin White was very close to being my man of the match. Soon as Odegaard did up Cruyff turns and that and skills 2-man out the picture, instantly based off of that, added to what he'd already done, that him and Ben White was superb. They didn't kick a ball in the World Cup. Erling Haaland, we see the other night, scored a great goal, didn't play in the World Cup. The players that have played in the World Cup, for me, it's going to be hit and miss. It's going to be very hit and miss. The players that have not played, Kieran Tierney. Let me come to Kieran Tierney because you lot know that I love Kieran Tierney. I know you guys know that I put him top. He's one of the best left backs of my generation, all that, yeah. He was poor today. But having said that, that's because Martinelli was leaving him 2v1. Kufau and Bowen had him on strings. But take Martinelli out of the equation. Take Kufau out of the equation. Jared Bowen skinned him enough times today. Yeah, that worried me. Yeah, that did worry me. I'm scared. Big up Terry Fleurs. Lee's scared of Tierney's defending. But all jokes aside, that did worry me. And that little kickback of getting the goal conceded, the penalty, and the 25 minutes of we look scared was worrying. But you know what? This is different Arsenal. This is an Arsenal team that will grow. They will recoup. They will regroup. They will sit down. They will say, no, we're the Arsenal. We're at home. It's Boxing Day. We've got a lot of adoring fans here that can't get home because they're missing their trains because of strikes and all of this and whatever. And we actually stepped up in that second half. And do you know what I was really impressed by? The intensity. Yeah, big up to Mikel Arteta. Yeah, because as much as I've coated him off for it is 3 years. As much as I've coated him off for 3 years, today that was a perfect example of how a team talk at half time can regroup the mindset. And he was fuming when he walked off the pitch. So I imagine there was some tasty choice of words in that dressing room. Big up to him and big up to every single one of them players that went out there in the second half because they fully got the memo. Yeah, you want to play for Arsenal, you better step up, mate. And if you don't step up, you're getting hooked and you won't ever play for us again. Eddie Nketiah got his goal today. I don't like him. I think he was shocking at times in the game, but he's a willing runner. He'll put the effort in. He appreciates playing for Arsenal. Is he good enough? I don't think so. But he scored a goal today. Well done to him. Nice goal, whatever. Is he good enough to lead us to a title challenge? Personally, I don't think so. But the one thing he has got is work rate. And Arsenal fans love work rate. If you run and you press, oh my God, Eddie's pressing's elite, and you get in the positions. And if you actually look at the Martinelli goal, it was him winning the ball back, and he made a great pass in midfield, inside. And off of the back of that, we then scored that Martinelli goal, which reminded me of the Van Persie goal against Barcelona, against Valdez. That goal was sick, but that reminded me of the same narrow angle, blah, blah, blah. But am I convinced that we can win a title? I'm getting there. Go and sign some players. Please, Arsenal, if you ever stumble across this video, please go and sign some players. We've bid for Mudryk. Apparently 40 million and 20 million add-ons. The cat wants to go out. You can wait. His name's Tommy. He likes fruit shoots. If you know, you know. Tommy, come here. Come here. Yeah, look at that. Submissive. Yeah, that's how a pussy should be. Yeah, come here. Yeah, he's playing on the floor. Come here. We're gonna play. So, are we gonna win the league, mate? Are Arsenal gonna win the league? Maybe. Are we gonna win the league? Maybe not. But we've got a bloody good chance. And I'll tell you something, if we go and do some business, go and get a DM or a CM that can play DM and both positions, go and buy a winger that can play striker and vice versa, then I think we've got a bloody good chance. There's been no real upset on Boxing Day fixtures so far, which is why the tomorrow fixtures are going to be lit. Because maybe Chelsea might lose. Maybe Leeds beat Man City. Maybe Nottingham Forest do United. We were very nearly Santa Claus Arsenal, but then we rose above it. And 13 wins out of 15 is not to be underestimated. We've been the best team in the league by a country mile this season. But now go and beat Brighton. Now go and strengthen the transfer market. And we're trying to do that. I appreciate that. And all I want is to see my team actually show some ambition, the fan base show ambition. And yes, I'm a little bit half cut. I am rambling. I'm probably not making any sense to any of you lot. We're on the rum and coke. The Barcelo Ron Dominicano. Big up. If you know, you know. Merry Christmas. And I'll see you all again on New Year's Eve. Well, I'll see you before that, but we'll be doing this again on New Year's Eve. Feliz Navidad. Big up, man. Para mi familia. Can't even get my words out. Yeah. Feliz Navidad para mi familia. Yeah. If you know, you know. Real ones, we're out of it. Adios. Like, share, do the thing. I need to go to bed and I'll see what free fan cams and player ratings. Laters.